Hey guys, it's me, your host. Or am I a bad casting job for Spider-Man 3? Well, for the sake of Sam Raimi's career, it's me, your host, William Solari, with a little bit of post-April Fool shenanigans. We got a great show today coming up for you for April 2nd, 2007. And we're going to start with a very special viewer mail. Today's viewer mail is a very special one because it comes by way of a woman named Barby Reece. Now, Barby, along with Mr. Reece, produced one of my favorite people in this world, Mr. Dylan Reece. Some of you might know Dylan, great designer, great guy, great DJ, celebrity, downright celebrity. But Barby writes, do you think you got your bald spot from your maternal side or your paternal side? And where did you get that beard from? Well, when it comes to baldness, my dad claims that at some point all men go bald. And he says that I get it from my mom's side, although no one on my mom's side has ever gone bald. And when it comes to the beard, now the beard's a little bit more complicated, Barby. You gotta understand, my family in Italy, before that Rome, dates back to the sacred groves of Tiber, to my great-grand relative, Faunus. So that's where I get my beard. And finally, Barby writes, is there anything growing in there? And to answer your question, Barby, yes there is. This may come as a surprise to some of you, but hidden deep in my beard is American Idol finalist, beatboxing Blake Lewis. But don't tell Jacob Clifton.
I'm not sure it was my perfect song choice for you. I mean, it was a little bit, song choice I didn't love, but guess what? You made the most of it. I mean, you got that tender thing. You left it in a tender spot.
Blake Lewis, I got a tender spot where you could keep it. In our suite in Barcelona. You and I will eat truffles in bed, drink Diet Coke out of glass bottles, and the floor is made of hot lava. But don't be afraid, Blake Lewis, for it is only imaginary. Look, in the corner, a miniature basketball hoop. We won't even open the paper or watch the news. We'll just sit playing checkers by candlelight. I'll play Guitar Hero for you in the very hardest setting. You can sing along. The old men down in the park, we'll watch them feeding the pigeons, and we in turn will feed the old men. Club sandwiches. No, Monte Cristo sandwiches. That is how tender this spot is. I'll buy you a blue scarf, and you'll buy me a white calla lily. We will steal a helicopter, and through microwave ovens down on the Taco Bell. We'll run for the Italian Senate, and we will win despite our histories. For that is how tender Italy is. They call it Hospitaliano. We will ramble through the fields of Europe, foraging for nuts and berries. And when times get rough, we'll paint our faces and beatbox for our bread in the piazza. In the piazza! Your taste in dogs will run to the small and yippy, but I won't mind. Our rescued greyhound Hudson is a perfect gentleman. Our genetically diverse passel of children will be the envy of all movie stars. We will we'll go to Iceland, where I will keep you warm. And on the day that our robot masters finally ascend to their rightful place, you and I will activate our jetpacks and fly to our secret base on the moon, which we would have previously established, knowing that this moment would one day come.
Clifton, ladies and gentlemen. But since we've started down this hairy trail of beards, let me just give you a quick beard update. I was recently in Florida, and at the hotel I was staying at, there was a large group of brides and bridesmaids, and I think the entire bridal party staying on the same floor as I was. Now, as I was walking back one night from the ice machine, they were all out in the hall and all in full form. The bride had her dress on, there were girls everywhere, and the bride says to me, quite frankly,
"What's your beard so long for?"
I was like, I'm a minister? And she was like,
"You look like that Russian guy. You know, the one, Vladimir Putin?"
And I was like, Vladimir Putin doesn't have a, do you mean Rasputin? And she was like,
Yes, that is the one."
stay away from Florida, folks. It's America's penis. Well, folks, that's it for our post-April Fool's Day edition of Bonus Missions. I hope you enjoyed the show. I'm going to leave you with a little bit of Melee on the wayside from yesterday. Now, this is an old email I got from a good friend of mine, Jonathan Coward, that went like this. Here's a new classic on an old joke. Get a piece of cardboard, cut a square out of it, paint that square white, then wear it like a mask. Once you're done, get a pie, throw it at someone wearing a robe. Now, this might not sound too funny, but you should see the look on your friends' faces. Any more April's Day gags, anything like that, questions, emails, comments, blah, 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 please send them to williamslarry@gmail.com. I'll see you guys tomorrow.